Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, so here I come with another episode of our Homeschool Weekly Activities. First of all, excuse my voice. I think I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know why. I'm not feeling sick in my throat or anything. But anyways, this week we did a little bit of social studies. And I wanted to teach her about communities and different jobs that people do in our community to help each other and so on. So I'm going to show you our workbox system and our Montessori inspired activities and our wall. The wall I didn't do much. I just hung up some tools, different tools that people use to help them do whatever job that they're supposed to do. So some pretend tools that she has, some real ones, some toys ones, so a little bit of everything. And then here I just spelled the word jobs. I wanted to write community or something, but I wanted to write a word that she'll be able to read on her own, so I just spelled jobs. Then she can color this once she wants to, because she did a lot of drawing and coloring this week, so I didn't want to tell her to do that also. But she identified the different tools that these people use, and she wrote the words. I had to help her with the teachers, but she was pretty good with this one, even though it's a long one. And then this, I plan on cutting them out and then laminate them, because I can definitely reuse them. So let me go ahead and show you our books for the week. I try to do all of them something related to jobs, community, working together, and things like that. And I also picked some books to help her with the family words that we're working on. So the ot, ug, and at, and app. Also, these books are readers. I read to her. We take like a short recess during school, and then I read 2 or 3 books, whatever she wants. We used to do this bedtime, but I changed it and we're doing it during school time. And then at bedtime, I only do the Bible story for her. So this was pretty nice. It's a Lego Duplo activities about different rescue people, like, different jobs, like police, firefighters, and the ambulance. This is another one about family words from a phonics fun reading program of Clifford. This one she really loved, Firehouse Tales, and again about different jobs like a firefighter. This one she also loved it. She asked me to read it to her twice. Lazy Ozzy is a little lazy owl. He doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to learn how to fly, and he did something silly to trick his mom into thinking that he learned how to fly, and in the end he didn't. So she was like, oh, that's not nice, he shouldn't lie to his mom. So yeah, he's not a very nice community helper because he doesn't like to work. And then a doctor. So I picked this book of Dogma Stuffing. And then The Best Teacher Ever, Franklin's Neighborhood. So a little bit about community here. Race to a Fire, Play It Safe, Who Am I, and different careers that people do or have. And then Clifford, this big book, talks about community and different jobs in the end. So yeah, here different jobs, school, transportation, playground, and stuff like that. So those are the books. And then the activities are Bible. This is what we do daily, and this is from our church that we go to. I'm actually the teacher there. In case you're new to my channel, I'm just letting you know. This week we learned about Jesus when he was younger. He was a really nice helper, and he would help his mom and also his dad in the carpenter shop. So this story was perfect for our theme of the week. They even tell us or give us ideas on things that we can do at home with our kids, involving using tools and stuff like that. And then we do this is our 28 fundamental beliefs from our church. We are Seventh-day Adventists, and it's in Spanish. And it's like a workbook, and it's one activity per belief. It's really nice. Then for the workbook where she does alphabet, well, she's done with this part of alphabets. She does phonics, handwriting, numbers, and counting. And phonics involves spelling and reading. And I'll do a review on this book later because it's pretty big. Then reading or phonics, we're still working on her alpha phonics program, and she's doing great. We do other activities sometimes with this because it's a little boring. Kids are used to having books with colors and stuff, and I agree that it's not necessarily, especially if you're teaching them how to read. But I'd say maybe just a fun story here and there, just to not just read words. So we do activities on the shelf or on the board to help her with this, but we especially don't take more than 15 or 20 minutes with these lessons. And then she reads this book for short A sounds. It's called Silly Sentences. And then we're still working on her sight words. For the fourth drawer, where it's either social studies or science, so we focused on social studies this week. And I'm using this book. It's called Clearly Social Studies for grade 1. My daughter is 5, but she can do this book very well. It's not that hard. It's basically focused on the community and maps reading and stuff like that. It's very easy, very nice, very complete. And it involves handwriting too. So she practices her handwriting here as well. I just take the pages out and I make copy and use them. And I also printed out a lot of stuff from the internet. So these are different jobs and careers, and she has to, like for an artist, trace the word and then draw stuff or different tools that an artist would use. So she did some things and color them. And then this is a painter, makes houses look colorful, and then she has to trace the sentences, read the sentences, and then color the drawing according to whatever it says. Then what tools that the teacher used or doesn't use, and then cut and paste. Then write adjectives to describe a firefighter. So I helped her with the writing of the spelling on the words. She thought of them in English and some of them in Spanish, and then I just translated them and she wrote them here. I helped her writing some of them on the board, and then she wrote them here. Then police officer tools. Farmers, they grow fruits and vegetables, so she drew a garden there. The carpenter, they build houses, fences, chairs, and then she drew those. She didn't want to color anymore. She was tired of that. Musicians' tools, the doctor's tools, chef tools, and then some city workers, and she had to cut and paste the workers and put them where they belong. Then a job for me. I love this activity because it was kind of like an interview for her, what she wanted to do when she grew up, where she wanted to work and stuff. So she wants to work outside, and she wants to make things, work with adults, wear her own clothes, and drive to work. And that's her talking and explaining a lot of different people. She's pregnant. She has a baby. So different people telling her what they need to do. That was really nice. And then she has to use one of these words to complete the sentence. I am a baker. I make muffins, cake and pies. I make cookies as big as your eyes. And she has to do that. So it's a little bit of reading comprehension. And then being a good sport. And I have to read this sentence to her. And then she has to pick the correct word to finish the sentence or the little story. So she loved this, and I thought it was gonna be a lot of worksheets for her, but we do them together, and she really enjoys it. And when she needs a break, we take a break. And then music, art, computer, or health. To be honest with you, we were just gonna do health this week, and for arts, we're going to do this about this color and analogous colors, and still working on our primary, secondary, and complementary colors, and we did not get to that. I did this printable sheet for germs and how to get rid of germs, how to avoid getting sick, different ways to help to keep myself germ free and stuff like that. And we didn't get to do that because we had a very busy week. So we're going to do this next week. And then Spanish, I will show you that in another video because there are a lot of books and stuff. So for activities on the shelf, the top part always involved whatever we're working on for the week. So it was social studies. I did these activities. I used all her little toys. She has a nice collection of doll houses. So she has a lot of tiny little things. Like this is a little bathtub for babies, a tiny pillow, and all kind of stuff, you know, different things that people use at their jobs. So these are some fences, a stroller. So yeah, a lot of stuff. Little milk carton, fruits, a blanket, diapers. Look at this cute little bucket. So she has all these little nice little things for the dollhouse, and I just had like a sorting activity according to whatever job they have. So my mom owns a daycare, so I wanted to put something familiar for her. So here's a blanket, and she said, oh, a daycare, they need a blanket. Diapers, they need diapers there. So these are fruits and vegetables. Maybe that can go for the farmer. She wanted to put it in the shelf, and I said, that's okay. But she said, no, I think it belongs in the farmers. And then a pillow, she said a daycare can use it and a doctor can use it. And a teacher, we have this desk. She put it here with a teacher. And then for chef, I have different things for chef, like a little barbecue. And then this for the teacher and so on. She had to do all this sorting, and she really, really liked it. Then I have this little tool box with this pretend tools that are really nice. Oh, and this box is really hard to open, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But what I did was I traced all the tools. I almost got it out there. So I really like these tools because they're really heavy though. And even though they're plastic, and this one is a wooden one, I traced all the tools into this big paper sheet, and she just had to match the tools. So you can do this with even like a 2 or 3 year old. So I just wanted to do something that she can enjoy, and then I told her the names of the tools and what the purpose is, what we use them for. Over here, I'm missing a Play-Doh container. She took it already because she plays with Play-Doh almost every day. And I had a container of Play-Doh, so she took it out and put it here. And then she'll put this cut pieces of straw and put it on the Play-Doh, and then you have to like hammer it down. Just pretend that she's hammering something, and then she will take it out, not with this part because it has a hole. So she'll take it like that out of the Play-Doh and put it back here. So she has to use these two tools. So a little bit of practical life and fine motor skills there. And then this is an art project that we did. We made a bird feeder, I think that's how you call it in English. So we'll put a little bit of bird food here that we already have, and then we want to put a little string attached from one side to another, and then we can hang it from somewhere next to the window or something, and then the birds can can stand here and eat the food. So we did this together, and she really enjoyed it. She wanted to do more stuff, so we probably build more things. She was pretending to be a carpenter when we did this, so it was a really nice activity to do. This one activity, we didn't get to it. It's pretty basic. Just look at the different transportation that people also use to work And these are toys that she has. She knows this is what a farmer will use, and a firefighter and a construction worker. We go through the names of these things. We look at the differences and, you know, different ways that they use the tools for and why they use them. And all kind of, it's just an activity so we can talk about it, just have a conversation. We didn't get to do that. So down here we have our xylophone. I recently purchased this at the thrift store. It didn't came with it didn't come with the little sticks. I don't know the proper name for them, so I'm going to make my own. And so what she does, she uses different like color pencils, but I don't want her to do that anymore because it leaves the marks on the wood. So this is a little music activity. And then she kept working with the lacing. She's getting there. I think maybe next week we're gonna keep practicing, and then she's gonna get it. She's gonna have all under control. She's gonna be able to tie her own shoelaces. She's so proud of it. She's so proud of how much she's accomplished with that. So over here, this is a little language activity. I have the days of the week. They're in English and Spanish. So she has to put them in order. I was going to put Velcro on here, but I mean, she's not very clumsy or anything. She's 5 years old already, so she can handle, you know, keeping things neat and not having to worry about having them stick on the paper. If she was younger, then I would probably use Velcro dots and stuff like that to help her keep things neat. But she can handle this, and if they move or, you know, they unassemble or something, she'll put them back where they were. So yeah, that's a little bit of a language activity, both in English and Spanish. Then we did this game. We did this today. It's a side word popcorn game. So you just have to pick words out of the bag, one at a time. Like there's 2 players. So you pick a word, and it comes the seeds, then you lose your turn, and then you have to live it out, and then another person picks the word, and you have to try to read it. If you can't read it, you lose your turn, but I didn't do that with her. I will help her read it. If it's a word that we haven't covered the phonics on, then I'll skip it because I don't want her to be confused about it. So if this is the word that I haven't covered the phonic rule for that, then I will say, let's put it aside and I'll tell you about it later. That's it. Like this word. She tried to read it and she said, I, or something like that. She knows the, and then the Y, sometimes I, sometimes E. So she said they or something like that, and then she figured out that it didn't make sense. So she asked me what it say. So these are all the words that we got out. And she read like 90% of them. So yeah, we had this game. You can make this game yourself, I bet, because you just need like a blind bag and just random little cards with different side words. This is a puzzle, and I picked words that had the short vowel sounds like melt. And then on the back is clam. And then all the different puzzles have words like that with short vowel sounds. And I left the other ones out. There are more in the box, so I just picked this one since she had to make this puzzle. So next, we still had the blue triangles out for building shapes with the triangles. So that's a little bit of sensorial activity, geometric activity, or geometry. We had another puzzle out, and this one is about different careers and professions. And let me get the box out because I want you to be able to see what it's about. So here is the puzzle. All different possibilities of different careers and jobs. So it was a really nice puzzle. It's 100 pieces, so definitely gotta do them together. And then for art, we did work with colors. So I had this out. It's an activity that I did with these paint samplers or samples from Home Depot. I did this with all the colors as well. So I have brown, pinks, grays, black, magenta, teal, and I'll show you maybe in another video how I did this. But I only picked the primary and secondary colors, and I put them here. This is a little box where it came with the lacing, kind of like this one. And I cut this piece in, and then we lay them out on the mat, and then she had to match the correct color for this. So she'll go like this and then match the color, put it on the side. So she did this today, and she's done it before. She liked it, and she does it really quick. And then this week we learned about complementary colors. So we did get to do this, and now I remember that we did do something about art this week. We did this last part of this printing. When this worksheet, we did it like this in 1 week, primary and secondary colors, and then the next week we did warm colors and cool colors, and then this week we did complementary pairs. So we did do art this week. Well, aside from everything else, drawing, coloring, and this project over here. So I had this, I made myself with some construction paper, and then I did this construction paper as well. So I had her identify the primary colors that she already knows, and then secondary colors. Well, not here. So she will do this like that. And okay, so here are the primary colors, here are the secondary colors, and complementary colors are the ones that are across from each other. So what's the complementary color of blue? I should say orange. What's the complementary color of red? Green. And what about yellow? Purple. That's it. And then she colored that here, and that was it. That's the activity. You just have to go over it a couple times until they get it and move on. So that's what we did for about art this week. Over here I still have a movable alphabet and the DIY from the movable alphabet, and then the Matthew C counting blocks or counting cubes. I never take them out, I only have them here. We did addition. I just put this counting, forgot the name of this. I think they're counting rods, counting cubes. I forgot the name of this, I'm sorry. You have to take them out and use them to do math activities, a little manipulative. It's really nice. So you can do a lot of activities with this, many lessons you can do with it. I ripped the page of this addition and subtraction book that I have, workbook, and she did this game. And then next week she's going to continue with this one. She already started doing the top ones, so she's going to continue with this. And as you can see, there are different ways of adding addition. This is horizontal, this is vertical. So she had to learn a little bit about that. She did addition. She practiced a little more with that. I still have this game out, and she really liked it. So we didn't get to do this week. I even forgot to change the cards from last week, but we did this once anyway. So, and then for here I changed the pictures so she can still play with her shapes and patterns, and I added some different transportations. I found something to be to have according to what we're learning this week. And then at the bottom where I keep all the free play stuff, I have this practical life activity that I just have it out because she wants to keep practicing. So I just had some brown rice here. She'll spill it out here and then sweep it and then put it back in here. She'll sweep it here in this inside this little rectangle with a little broom. and then put it back in the container. And then down here I have some pretend play for a chef. So she was pretending to be a chef. And I found this really cute measuring cup at Target. I think that they charged me like 75 cents for this. She loved it. She's like, I thought she was almost going to sleep with it, because every time she really likes something, she'll sleep with it, even if it's a little truck or something. She loved it. She loved it. So we have some toppings for a pizza, and then I didn't bring everything because she has a pretend kitchen in her playroom. So I just brought some stuff, not everything. So she can pretend to be a chef, and then I'll have her cook something for me and things like that. And then some tools here. This is supposed to be a nail and screws. And then here's a hammer and a screwdriver. And then here's some to twist around. I forgot the name for this thing in English. And then this for the nails, so she put in here, and then she hammers them with it. So that's just some free activity for her to do. And I believe that's it for the week. We didn't do a lot. We even had a day off, but we got to do what I needed to anyways. So I really hope that you find this video helpful. I want to say big thank you to all the people who watch my videos and that tell me that they find this video helpful. So thanks a lot. Excuse me for my English. English is my second language, so sometimes I make mistakes, but I try my best. And thank you if you stay long enough to watch at the end of this video, because I'm just looking at the time and it's almost 27 minutes. Oh my goodness. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye bye. Have a great weekend.